Allan Houston challenging Mutombo.
That's what Lenny Wilkens does not want. The deep shots are going to miss like Larry Johnson did, but to let them penetrate, get to the rim, first two for Allan Houston. That time with no idea what he was doing, just come down and give the shot to Mutombo as Sprewell comes in the ballgame.
To a giant welcome from the Garden crowd, replacing Larry Johnson. Latrell Sprewell, nothing sort of sensational in the first.
Around him, and he's not in a position to make a solid play. He'll give you a shot, and he's coming out of the ball game, and the high-flying Marcus Camby is coming in.
One of the stars of Game 2. The problem is you get Thomas out of the game, and Camby comes in. He's been dynamic, 13 rebounds in Game 2.
Delivery.
Allan Houston gives it to Sprewell. Pops back for space and hits. Made a big hop to create some space between himself and Crawford and knocked it down. Bill refusing to give it up. They were supposed to share that replay, folks. Allan Houston, he has 4 points. Wilkens, he's coached and played in more NBA games than any other person in history. One of the 15 greatest players and 10 greatest coaches, has won more games. Marcus Camby slams home his 4th point. It's keeping in the game. They have 9 offensive rebounds. They tied it at 27.
Well, it's been the hot shooting of Steve Smith. He missed that 3, but he's right on the money, and Sprewell back on the money himself.
Him up with a shot blocking Mutombo. Oh, Camby, too sweet. He had time to turn around and wait for Mutombo to get underneath that one.
Camby converts the steal into a slam.
Ed Gray.
Long missed the putback. Here come the Knicks on the break. Sprewell from Childs.
Every single one of the Knicks getting involved here. Camby pokes it away the first time, playing the passing lane, a la James Worthy of the ex-Laker dynasty in the 80s. And the underneath pass, terrific hands by Latrell Sprewell.
6-0 run by the Knicks. All 6 points coming on the fast break. They lead it 35-29.
Need, and he gives him his scoring. Sprewell has been able to post smaller guards, trying to work his way in against Ed Gray.
Latrell Sprewell playing with such confidence these days.
Sprewell.
Latrell Sprewell. Sprewell and Allan Houston played against each other in their Southeastern Conference days. Sprewell at Alabama, Houston at Tennessee. But now, for the first time this season, they're starting to play very well together.
Came back in the game long.
It was long. Right into the hands of Sprewell. With Houston for 3.
Good, quick giving up the ball by Sprewell. Pivot foot, but here's Allan Houston moving beautifully off of the Sprewell penetration.
An example again of how well they're working together these days. Childs backing in on Blaylock, gets it to Houston. Tough fall away shot, Allan Houston, and he's in double figures with 11. 10 seconds left in the half. Houston bounces in, Allan Houston. Second unit continues to pay dividends.
The Knicks as a team shooting 51%, but it was Latrell Sprewell who's playing at a faster pace than everybody else is, setting him up, and Marcus Camby contributions in every aspect. The Knicks getting up and down the court. Latrell Sprewell virtually unstoppable, and when Marcus Camby can play passing lanes and finish, there is nothing that the Atlanta Hawks can do about it.
The New York bench outscoring Atlanta 24-6 and out-rebounding them 13-1. New York with a lead despite only 2 first-half points from Patrick Ewing.
Doesn't have the second-half quickness to get open.
Allan Houston. Timeout Atlanta. Those easy shots. Houston.
Lenny Wilkens needs another timeout.
Throw it down.
Sprewell against Blaylock, laid it in.
The back of the rim, and it was a perfect outlet to a breaking Sprewell, and they have the Hawks on the rope.
Timeout Atlanta. New York has scored 9 in a row. Just barely to make the playoffs. And there's the block shot by Camby. Sprewell, that could be a goaltend. The Knicks will be looking for the sweep tomorrow night. That game will be on Turner. Camby with a jam.
The ball movement, we talked about it from the very beginning. Everything warm and fuzzy for the Knicks again.
New York Knicks will take a commanding 3-0 lead on the Atlanta Hawks, looking for the sweep here at the Garden tomorrow night. New York had 5 players in double figures. Houston and Sprewell 17 each. Camby had 15, Dudley 14, and Larry Johnson 12. 17 each for Atlanta were Long and for Smith, but Steve Smith had 17.